Well, I tell you what, it's a lot of fun to come down here and play. We didn't come out on the right end, but what a great experience. First class facility. The way we were treated down here was just great. Obviously on the court we weren't treated that nicely, but great experience for our guys. I know our guys looked forward to this for a long time, and you know, it was a lot of fun. We had a lead there right away in the beginning. I don't know if Tubby did that on purpose to give us a little hope, but we played hard. We had a lot of fun. I think we learned a lot about ourselves, and looking forward to our rest of our season now when we get into the regular season here with Fort Lewis on Friday.
3 very early on really helped you, especially from Prince.
Yeah, you know, Joseph came in off the bench. He can really score the basketball, and we get him out in space, and he can create a little bit. And you know, we're probably not going to see the size that Tech had, and he can get into the lane. He's a very good athlete, very good player, and he's starting to really understand team basketball. And he still has a little bit of ways to go, but really, yeah, can be a very special player for us.
How about momentum going into your openers this weekend?
Yeah, I think, you know, I think our guys, we had a good attitude in the locker room right now. You know, it's something where we're disappointed. We wanted to win the game, obviously, but again, it's something that I tried to emphasize with them that, you know, it's just an exhibition game. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. We want to work on some things. I think we have to clean up our offense a little bit, our defense. You know, we did a pretty good job on defense. It's sometimes hard to stop those guys, and we're just a little bit outmatched. But our guys, again, we played hard, and I thought we had a great effort.
Give a lot of guys playing time tonight. Was that on purpose?
Yeah, definitely. I wish we could have even balanced it a little bit more, but you know, it's hard to get it just right. But again, we wanted to get ready for Fort Lewis, and we've got, you know, 3 days off here. We'll watch some film on Tuesday. We'll watch film on Wednesday, and leave on Thursday to go out there. It's a long trip, and you know, Fort Lewis just beat Wyoming, so we're gonna have our hands full for our first game.
So you're up with about 18 to play, thinking we can hang on to this thing, or what are you thinking?
Sometimes I don't even know where I'm at out there. No, you know, no, it's, you know what, like I said before, win or lose, it didn't matter. It really didn't matter to us. You know, I know some teams would celebrate it. I don't think it would be that big of a deal. I'd rather win the LSC conference. I'd rather make the national tournament. You know, Commerce played here last year and won, and you know, that was great. But again, I'd rather go win the LSC or try to win an LSC tournament and get into that national tournament. But that was, I'll tell you what, a lot of fun, great place to play basketball.
What were you happy with David? I mean, I know he's coming back off the...
No, I wanted to make more shots. He played pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to make those shots. He had a little bit off night shooting. But yeah, to get back into rhythm, it's tough coming off a knee injury like that. And, you know, he's looked in practice, some days he looks really good, some days he's a little bit sluggish, but he's really starting to come into his own. But he's got a big year ahead of him, because I think a lot of teams are going to key on him. So having Joseph, having Jordan Evans be able to stretch the floor is going to be really big for us. This is Coach Henderson right here.
Moral support.
Yeah, moral support. No, I tell you what, it is, you know, to go and be able to coach against Tubby Smith, and I know I'm probably beating a dead horse, but the guy is just first class. You know, after the game, he comes over and he says, hey, I'd like to talk to you about some things, what we did during the game. And I said, you got to be kidding me. You know, I said, hey, you're going to have to, but he's just a first class, so is Joe, so is Vince, all those guys over there. Who, I mean, just, I think they've got a lot of tools, and I think he's going to have a great season this year.
Well, I was impressed with West Texas. I thought they well coached. Coach Brown, he does a fantastic job. I've known him for some time when we were in Minnesota, and he's brought a real, you know, intense. I think he's executed. If we didn't have such size against them inside, and if they hadn't gotten in foul trouble, it would probably been a much different ball game. But I was impressed with our kids. They made some adjustments at halftime to calm Fritz down, and so that helped.
Were you thinking some thoughts that maybe we shouldn't have scheduled this?
No.
for a while.
No, we needed this, and we're gonna play, you know, some good teams, and certainly I knew that, you know, they would expose things that we have to do. And we have a problem guarding people off the dribble, especially when our big guys have to go out and guard. And but it wasn't just our post players, our perimeter players were getting beat off the dribble, and they were penetrating and pitching. So it's something we really struggled with, so we've got to work on that. You know, I'm glad that they did that.
Oh,